Hello, my name is Anita Rizzo, and today we'll be discussing the career of a pharmaceutical sales rep for my final project for this class. Now, a pharmaceutical sales rep, actually, not many people know about this. So basically what it is someone working for a pharmaceutical company, one that sells drugs, as in Zyrtec, Adderall, just other prescriptions that people may be prescribed. So they're selling drugs to other companies to try to get them to buy them. So for example, if I was a pharmaceutical sales rep and I went to, say, a doctor's office and I wanted them to try out a new allergy medicine called Flonase, it's already an allergy medicine. Let's say Flonasal. We wanted them to try the Flonasal allergy medicine. We wanted to get them to buy it. So I would go and do my best pitch and inform them as best as I can for that doctor's office to buy it. So I'm basically a salesperson for pharmaceuticals. Now the work setting really depends. You could either be traveling or be extremely stationary. It really depends on where you are in your career and what you want to do and what company you're working for. So you could travel to different cities, counties, states, honestly anywhere the company needs you to go, even just around your local city. But the big thing about it is you could be working alone or with a team. You could be working with a team to pitch a new drug to a company, or you could go and do that pitch alone. It really depends all on the company that you work for. But the interdisciplinary teams, you're basically just trying to find the most persuasive way to get them to buy the drugs that you have from the pharmaceutical companies. So you're working with the CEO of the company, your other colleagues, and that company itself to try to get them to buy it. Now for educational requirements, honestly, a lot of people can get into this even if they don't pursue a major in something medical. Honestly, something medical will help, having a medical background, but also pursuing something in marketing, sales, business could also be beneficial. So to be a pharmaceutical sales rep, you just need to have a bachelor's at minimum. But as we pursue higher education as time goes on, a master's degree is highly recommended and even for some jobs required. But for the base minimum of pharmaceutical sales rep, usually just a bachelor degree is required. Now, potential ways you could learn about pharmaceutical sales rep is doing internships. Internships are very helpful, and as a second year student, I will start pursuing internships next year in my third year of college. I just think having real world exposure and getting out there in the market and actually seeing what they do on a day-to-day basis can be even more crucial than just the plain educational requirement. So as you go out there and scope and see what they do, you can get more of a feel on what kind of company you want to work for in the pharmaceutical sales rep industry, and just also how to do it, because it is a very brutal industry, just like any sales industry. And then you add medical on top of it. Medical is one of the most emerging companies in the whole entire world, especially since Corona. So if you add those two together, it's very aggressive. You need to get your foot in the door right away. So having an internship will be very beneficial to connect, network with people, and just see what they do on a day-to-day basis and learn how to, talk to people to get them to want to buy the pharmaceuticals that you're selling. Now for my career path and timeline, I have made a 5-year timeline. So for the first year, I have that I will volunteer at a hospital, and I actually did that for my first year. I volunteered at Tampa General Hospital, and that kind of made me realize that I didn't want to be a physician's assistant, because that was my first path, but rather a pharmaceutical sales rep. And for the next one, the next year, I have doing an internship, well, potentially scouting out internships for the next year. For the third year, I have joining medical societies and medical groups at USF to try to connect with other students that have the same career path as me. For the fourth step, I have to actually get the internship in a field that I want to, rather than just looking at it, is to actually land an internship. The fifth step I have is to apply to master's programs after I have all my credit hours and my internship and other hours for experience. And then the last step is to leave to go to a master's program of my choice, preferably in Texas. Now that concludes my final project. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I really believe that this class has helped me decide on what I want to do 100%, researching more of this and giving me a clear timeline of what I need to do in my college career. And I look forward to it. Thank you so much.